What is today? It's like 3 o'clock. What is it? It is Tuesday, July 21st, 3:07. This thing's got no batteries in it. I'm fucked on that. I am tired from last night, or yesterday. I slept the entire day. Yeah, because you biked for 6 hours in the middle of the fucking day with heat. Yeah, that was a mistake. This is like so much better. You only got 2 hours before it's 5. Whatever, I gotta bike, or I'm not gonna. I need something, yeah. So, Ooh, I came up with some more jokes after the 2 I did already. They are. I forgot what they were. One was. What was it? So the jokes you already did were. Epstein had a picture of Clinton in a dress, and he read books about how to please people in power. So all people in power are women, basically, according to this Epstein painting. And then you did the joke about like Nixon would go around acting like a madman, which you're comparing to a bitch, like a when your wives go crazy and they want chocolates and flowers. You're comparing madman theory to a lady wanting chocolate and flowers, because it's funny, because you're saying when they act like that, they're acting like women, when they act like a bitch, I don't know. You want to do it? You can do like a funny. I mean, because that's normally Nixon is the one who's famous for it. Trump's done it a little bit. Have other people? Did like FDR? Did Stalin? Did Truman? Did who else did Madman Theory besides? I don't know. That's a good question. I have to ask her. The only one I know is Nixon off the top of my head. That's that joke. Well, what was it? So you had some more corollaries, right? I don't remember. Oh, I forgot. Forget this stuff. It goes into my brain. Oh, land. It was about land. So the modern business sees itself as a woman, and the woman gets to choose. I don't know how this works. So you're saying like the modern business is like you're supposed to be in love with the business. You're supposed to bring in flowers, bring in chocolates. It's not a contract. They see you as women, right? So you're supposed to be like in love with them, bringing them chocolates and flowers. It's not a contract-based system. It's not, because like masculinity is math and femininity is like feeling. So you're saying the modern business treats people like women. It's treating a feminine society? I don't know where you're going. Well, I don't know. I was fucking off. It's meant to be one of those muddy the water jokes. Yeah, because they don't use numbers. They don't use contracts. They don't say, we owe you this, you owe us that. It's not contract based. It's not masculine in nature. They're creating their workers, they're turning their workers into females, right? They're turning, hey, I'm a crazy bitch, you better bring me some fucking chocolate and flowers. That's the joke, right? It's just an extrapolation or an expansion of that previous joke. It's just that, right? Yeah, I think so. Look, you're cooking. We're not paying you to cook the fries. We're paying you to be in love with McDonald's, and you're in love with McDonald's. So bring us some flowers and chocolates. Show me how badly you love me. I don't know. Is that funny? I don't know. I think it's funny, but whatever. My sense of humor doesn't matter. So. I thought this was supposed to be a contract. Like I cook the fries. You give me money. No. This is a love affair. You're in love with McDonald's or Burger King or Wendy's, and you cook the hamburgers because you love cooking the hamburgers, and you bring me flowers and chocolate. Okay. The feminization of America. You are a male in love with a female company. No. And then here was the other joke. Here was the better joke. This is the joke that is more likable by probably more people. Oh, the women are like land. So like women are like land. Okay, that's the premise. Did you know a black person can till the land? A Muslim can till the land? A Chinese man can till the land? A Russian, a Ukrainian, a German, a British person, an Indian. plow the land, till the land. I don't know, I thought that was a joke. Is that the joke? Yeah, it's like, I thought that was funny. It's a sex joke, right? Yeah, it's a sex joke. It's like, I don't know, man. That's a little. I thought that was the stronger of the two, but I guess it's not. Okay. Oh yeah, so they have, you know, and some people see themselves as like land. You know, like some people are like, you know, I'm a piece of land. You know, some of the guys were trying to cut their dicks off and turn into land. You know, because like people will fight for land, right? You ever wonder why? Is that your joke? I don't know. I thought it was better. In my head, it was better like 30 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago. Whatever. The thing that creates versus the thing that owns. Yeah, because, you know, like a dick has like, you know, like, there's like the whole point of a vagina is it's an oven for making babies, right? And how does this go? Yeah, it's like I don't know. I think you're stealing from that one person. Yeah, I found I've only listened to like Shane Gillis for like 2 or 3 hours, and I started worrying that I was doing an impression of him. I get worried I'm doing impressions of people because I just steal 24/7. Like every second of my life I'm stealing. It's not good. I mean, ideas, not physically things, but like I'll steal in a heartbeat. You know, because you can't nail down an idea. I mean, I guess, huh? Oh, I watched a YouTube video and the thumbnail had like a picture of Michael Jackson, but he looked like a zombie and his face was coming off, and it was like live things that were on TV that caught the real world, and it was like a shadow. This lady was a reporter. She was like New Orleans, I think, and there was a shadow that went behind her. I barely saw it. I didn't even see it, and they're like, this is something, and I was like, it's a shadow. And then the other one was like, people's eyes will change for a second, and the picture was like really cool. I thought it was gonna be like, but it was just like a shadow, and some people's eyes changed color for like a second. So that was a disappointment of a YouTube video. That was like a huge waste of time. So was that funny? Well, that was just a true story. Like, that guy was like literally a piece of shit for making that video, in my opinion. But whatever. That's how the world works, I guess. You saw a shadow behind a newscaster in a cemetery at night. Wow. That changes my worldview on everything. I once did this and now I do this. So that guy had like, he looked like a weak little beta bitch. He's being paid by conservatives probably to make shitty content, and the people eat that shit up too. Yep. If you knew who was actually behind a lot of this stuff, you'd be very sad. You like your conspiracy theories, don't you? I do. It's kind of fun. Hey, you need to put that napkin under your GoPro. Did you know most shit in this world is actually funded to purposefully make the world worse and stupider, so that, you know, it decreases competition probably. It's like putting estrogen in the high school kids' drinks or something. I don't know. You want to do that one? Here, I did bring a napkin, right? Yeah, I did. I couldn't find that blue thing. Is it in my room or something? Must be in my room. Okay, that's boring. You gonna go across? Are you going to Muscle Shoals? Or are you going to? If the dam is open, I'll go across the dam, but I'm not gonna go across Singing River. I don't have the energy to go. Just because I want to go across the dam. What else? Yeah, so it's like a masculine, feminine energy in terms of creativity would be like an oven making a baby. People who create something. There's a Richard Pryor joke about how he was a comedian and he went to this like mafia controlled comedy club, and the guy was like a mafia guy, having to haggle with them or something. So there's like two types of people in the world. There's people who create and people who own the stuff, I guess. I don't know. I think I'm gonna go back to masculine and feminine, which is kind of, I mean, I'm just interested in the masculine and feminine dynamic. You know, I don't know, it's just an interesting question. Creativity by its very nature is feminine then in this story. Well, yeah, because like, you know, a male can't create life, I guess, so it's feminine, right? I guess, I mean, that's someone else's observation, but I'll steal it. I mean, but then again, a mobster can plow the land, you know. A mobster can plow any land, you know. He can plow, the land. A Muslim can plow any land. A Russian man can plow. The Mongols can plow the land. In the old antebellum South, they were always scared that the slaves would plow the land without the massa knowing. That's a good joke. How about that one? Okay. Keep going. You know, if the Muslims took over this country, they'd plow all the land, right? You know, if the Russians or the South, if the Mexicans took over the land, they'd plow the land. Yeah, very interesting. That's an amazing observation. Very juvenile. Seed the land, put their seed. We get what you're talking about. You don't have to explain it. You're making a sex joke about how. Yeah, whatever. Okie dokie, eggs and bacon. So you're gonna go see if the dam's open. Are you coming all the way back to Florence Boulevard, or are you gonna follow Veterans Drive and then go to like East Florence? I can't do it. I'm exhausted. That took a lot of water out of it. I went up a 1.5 flights of stairs like 4 or 5 hours in, and I about died. It was bad. It was bad. I had to stop for 30 seconds and catch my breath from going up 1.5 flights of stairs. I used to run up 4 flights of stairs every day, 3 or 4 times a day. Jog, not run, but you know, two steps at a time. Whatever. You're out of shape now. Hey, it was like 4 hours in, and I was hot, and I would bicycle for 30 seconds, and then I'd be like, my body would be like, you're gonna die, because it would be like the heat of using the muscle, because the thigh muscle is one of the biggest muscles in the body. There's a part where I was going down a hill, or I was going on flat, and my arms felt so weak. I was like, I'm scared I'm gonna fall off this bike. That's pretty fucked up. That heat shit'll fuck you up. So which analogy are you going for? Are the companies now like they're like women, they want you to act like a male, or are they males and they're mobsters and it's I think I'm playing more with the concept of masculinity and femininity more than I'm actually making a statement. I'm more just making a concept. I'm trying to understand the conceptual of you know, because like I know that one guy with a beard who has no muscles. That one guy, he you know, that little beta looking male. What's his name? I know he knows the answer to it. I don't really know the answer there. What was his name? He made that, what is a woman? Yeah, I don't know. I was, you know, as a person who literally just read off a sheet of paper of talking points. I mean, he did do interviews. He found weak people to interview. He found some weak people to interview. So he was technically kind of he knew he could smell weakness. He could smell like, this person's an idiot. So he was good at finding idiots to interview. He was good at targeting weak people. But you know, like that's a skill. Do you know a weak person you can target? Yeah, he was kind of a person who targets. Matt Walsh. You're thinking of Matt Walsh. You know, you don't, when you fight, if you're a MMA fighter, you normally want to fight the weakest person you can find. You don't want to fight like a, you want to give yourself some easy wins. He just knows. Yeah, okay. So the woman is the land and the male is the plower? I don't, what are you going for here? I don't know. I've said this multiple times. I don't know the answer to this one. You know, one theory is that like, you can become a piece of land. Like you can have a skill and that skill becomes like a piece of land, right? Like a carpenter or a, any skill, like a teacher. Everybody needs teachers. The communists need teachers. The Nazis need teachers. Trump needs them. Obama needs them. You know, it's just a skill. It's a piece of land. So you can become a piece of land and be tilled. You know, you can be a fry cook, like a fry cook. A fry cook is a skill, right? And you can go to different fry cook places, Wendy's, Burger King. You know, and you can let them till you. You know, they'll plant your seed inside of you, and you'll get money in return, I guess. You know, they're your sugar daddy. You can cook a hamburger. You know, cooking a hamburger is like a piece of real estate, right? How many people know how to cook a hamburger? Well, it's pretty easy to teach. You probably teach it in like an hour or two. I don't know. I'm not an expert hamburger cooker. There's probably instructions you can follow at Wendy's or Hardee's or Burger King or McDonald's. I've never actually worked fast food, so I'm just making an assumption here. There's probably a set of instructions. You put the fries in for blah blah blah, and you take them out blah 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 blah. You know, I'm not. So you know, your average American worker is a female being plowed. Yeah, getting fucked. You know, they spread eagle. They get plowed. You sound like a communist. Yeah, well, I mean, it's not. I don't believe in communism. I mean, they'll accuse you. Yeah, but they have people who, they hire people to do that, right? They don't. Did you know most of the people who say stuff on YouTube are being paid to say stuff against people by the elites? The Democratic elites have people they hire to talk shit about people. The Republican elites have people they hire to talk shit about people. You don't want to take it too seriously. They're just paid shills. Pretty much everybody in this world is a paid shill at this point. They're all basically ladies being plowed. Interesting. How can a lady get paid to plow another lady? A strap-on. They wear strap-ons. Interesting. When they hire a lady to attack another person, she wears a strap-on. Interesting. Jon Stewart, lady with a strap-on. Bill O'Reilly, lady with a strap-on. Tucker Carlson, lady with a strap-on. Who else? Oh, whatever. Rush Limbaugh. Bill Bear. Who else is a lady? Oh, they're all ladies. They're all ladies with strap-ons, here to plow the land for their massa. I never did watch that Matt Walsh documentary. I flipped through it once. I think the guy's gay. He's got a beard. Is it? I don't know. You're using the word beard to mean like, oh, he's married, but that's a beard. He's definitely got a beard. It's just a wordplay joke, right? I don't even know that much about the guy. I'm just talking shit to talk shit. It's a beard joke. I've literally done zero research on him. I watched like 30 minutes of that documentary, so I don't know anything. I'm just a paid shill with a strap-on. As a lady with a strap-on, let me tell you, you can buy really nice. You can buy strap-ons with like spikes on them and stuff. Some of them some of the strap-ons are a little more dangerous. And some of them are like tiny. Some of them are like 2-inch strap-ons. Some of them are like 10-inch strap-ons. Some of them are like 20-inch horse cock strap-ons. Yeah, there's different strap-ons. There's dragon strap-ons. Like a dragon dick strap-on. You know, they say slay the dragon, but a lot of these people are wearing dragon slayer strap-ons. Dragon strap-on. What was the white trash joke? I could have swore I had a white trash joke. I couldn't remember. It's got angry. I call people white trash before because they would stop working the second the boss wasn't around. But then I thought about it and I was like, hey, why would you work if the boss is not around, you know? So, you know, my whole mentality was like, hey, I would like to work at the same pace the whole day and ignore as much of reality as possible. I don't want to think about how I'm being like fucking spread eagle and fucked, you know, because I'm a piece of land. But, you know, they were like, hey, the boss isn't around, I don't have to work no more. So they'd only work for, you know, when the boss was around. It's kind of annoying, you know, because they're actually smarter than you. I think they are smarter than me when they do that. Did you know that you don't even really have to work that hard, you just have to work hard when the boss is around? It's like really fucking insane. It kind of irks me. So that's what America's going to turn into. It's going to turn into a bunch of fat fucks in charge who only work when the boss is around. Is that a better system than actually? I don't know, maybe it is. I couldn't tell you. I don't know how this works. I've said this a million times. I don't understand this place. I never did. I used to think I understood the world, and then I realized I don't understand this place one bit. I don't know what a woman is. I don't know what a man is. I don't know what you know. I thought, is it just a bunch of mobsters and you know? Maybe. Probably is. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. It's about perception management. I thought ladies were the ones putting on the makeup, but it's actually a lot of the males are very image obsessed. You know, you think of like women being like, I'll put makeup on. It takes them like an hour to get to the fucking car. But really, your average Republican male these days is very image obsessed. More than a lady, actually. That's interesting, I guess, if you say so. So this should be fun. What about the Democrats? Oh, well, they were insane too. They had that one. Yeah, they're just a whole other set of insane. So. I like that guy who was the education guy who like stole luggage and he was like a lady dude. I thought that was funny. These people are funny. They're so funny. I like that joke about when the Democrats get back in charge, because they're doing a big purge. Like Trump has purged like 10 times more generals and stuff. He's trying to get like a bunch of generals who are loyal to him. When the Democrats get back in charge, they're gonna have like a dude with like one breast implant, and then like he'll be like two-faced. He'll be like half woman, half male. It's gonna be hilarious. And then all these generals, they're spreading eagle for Trump. So are they ladies? They kind of are, maybe. I don't know. Maybe they're spread eagle. They're turning into ladies. They're about to go out. They're about to get fucked. Or, I don't know, maybe I'm just making it up. I don't have a clue. Or maybe I'm just being a troll. I probably am just being a troll. I do enjoy trolling. It's kind of fun. I sexually identify as a troll. I like to get like 10 trolls and then we grab the princess and we have our way with her. Like Goblin, what is it, Goblin Slayer or something? I never watched it. I saw the one scene where they rip the lady's clothes off and they go to town. Is it goblins or orcs? I don't know, something like that. I sexually identify as a monster. Okay. At least I'm honest about it. Is that good or bad? No, that's not good probably. Kids these days, a lot of these people think they're white knights. Some of them think they're rogues. Some of them think they're, I don't know, what are they? Paladins, wizards. I'm a goblin. A troll. That's a good, you're gonna get, I think the left and the right will both agree I should probably be killed. As a goblin / troll, the left and the right both want to kill me. The communists want to kill me. The Nazis want to kill me. You know, it's not good. Even Gaddafi with his third way probably wants to kill me. I mean, everyone hates a troll. It's not fair, you know. Just because I want to, like, you know, rip off the princess's clothes and, you know, have my way. watch the show. One of them is like has a blindfold on? I don't know. Whatever. Hentai tropes. What's that one where the kingdom gets taken over and there's like a dark elf and there's like Karina? It's called like Karina or something. Can you give me a college level paper on the hentai? Karina, whatever. It's a C-O-U-R, Karina. Dear robot, pretend you're a college level person and write a 2-page paper on the themes of it's basically like a rape hentai, right? Yeah. That's one of my favorite jokes ever, is taking something very disgusting. Get write it in an intellectual way, at least. It's Karina, C-O-U-R. I don't know. It's a famous hentai with a dark elf and there's a blonde elf with like big titties. And there's some other stuff. When the land is captured by the foreign enemy, the lady is plowed. For the blacks or the Chinese or the Muslims or the the Jews or the Chinese people, everybody can plow the land, eh? Everybody can plow the land. No one cares what skin color you are. Everybody can plow the land, eh? Very interesting. 19 gigs. You got a 19 gig file coming. I went to sleep. I got back at like 1 or 2. I ate some muffins, and then I took a cold bath. Kind of. It wasn't as cold as I should have put. I put the cold things in there. I put like 2 cups of ice, probably like 30-40 ounces of ice, and then I put an ice pack in there. But then I put the water in hotter than it should have put. I put it at like 40%, and it was kind of warm, so it was not as good as I wanted it. And then I took a shower, and that was kind of medium hot. So I came out not really cold. I should have used more ice, because I was still kind of hot. So that was it was a good idea. I just didn't do it correctly. So that's and then I went to sleep. I got up at like 10 or 11. I don't know what time did I get up. Pretty late. 11, maybe 10. I ate some more muffins. I ate 2 more muffins. I had 4 muffins. 2 when I got back. 2 when I 10 or 9. That's boring. And I drank some Dr. Thunder, and I drank some water. That's pretty boring. What else? Can I make it? Can I go directly across the bridge and make it? You think I can make it directly across the bridge and back? Like no exploring Muscle Shoals, just go straight across the bridge and back. You wanna do that, buddy? You wanna do that, buddy? Hey, buddy, you wanna do that? I'm gonna go over to Muscle Shoals and plow it. By riding your bike through it? Yeah, I'm gonna plow Muscle Shoals by riding my bike through it. Symbolically, I'm plowing everything I bike over. Interesting. What time is it? You'll be on the bridge at 4:30. It'll work. I'll do it. Check your GoPros on too. I don't want you wasting. Don't waste my time, buddy. I've got a male and a female in me. Half of me is exploiting the other half. Half of me is plowing the other half. I'm half male, half female. Oh man, you're gonna be like that weirdo, the two-faced guy who's like 1 breast implant and then half vagina, half cock. That's a joke. Maybe it isn't. What if the best forms of or when like half of me is like, I'm a pimp, and then half of me is a prostitute. Half of me is a pimp, and half of me is a prostitute. Interesting. Whatever. At least it's fun. At least I'm having fun here. You can't make money having fun, buddy. You can make your money. There's two ways of making money in the world. You can either pimp people or you can spread your legs. The two ways of making money. Pimping and prostitution. Did you know all jobs are really just pimping and or prostitution? Really? Who said that? Me. I said that. I'm a philosopher. No, you're not. I'm a, what am I? I'm a sophist. I'm a sophist, and I'm a charlatan. And I'm a Jew. What am I looking for? Something. Plow your own fields. I don't know. People don't want to plow their own fields. I think, what if like they've been like accustomed, hey look, when you plow the field, it's kind of like a disgusting act, and they're like, I'm not going to plow my own fields, I'm going to plow someone else's fields. That's interesting. That's an interesting way. You want to unplug this and charge your battery up on your, unplug this and put it into your little, well, you still have time to do this. You're going to need that light eventually, probably. I have a masculine, and hey, Jung would call that like the two, whatever. Don't act like I'm never ever gonna read Jung. I don't have to. I know I can vaguely fill in the blanks there. Some people are here to sell you Jung. I'm here to try and find something useful out of this stuff. Yeah, well, most of this stuff is useless dog shit. Hey, did you know that there was a shadow in a cemetery in Louisiana when a reporter went by? That's pretty insane. That changes everything, man. Oh, yeah, this other joke, it was about like, because you were doing like meditations on terrorism, because you were doing like, Islamism has like box cutting. You cut someone's head off if they make a cartoon of like Allah, and then the KKK has like lynchings and hangings, and then, I don't know, the old Jewish one had Samson, right? Did you talk about Samson? I think I talked about Samson. And then, what else? You have, I don't know, what other forms of terrorism are there? IRA? I guess, are the IRA Christian? Probably, maybe. They bomb shit, I guess. You got, what else? Muslims, of course, you got Muslims doing that too. You know, so, and what was this about again? I forgot. It was about meditations on terrorism. Oh, people are really enjoy terrorizing people, and they're always looking for an excuse to do it. Like they're just looking, hey Massa, can I terror? And you know, the Massa like nods his finger, and he's like, yeah, you can do it now. But they really just want to. They just want permission. You know, they're always looking for like permission to do it, because they won't do it on their own, because they're a bunch of fucking pussies. But the second the masses like, hey, you can go terrorize that person, you know, they aren't gonna go grab a box cutter or, you know, hang someone on their own. They're gonna do it with like, the massa has to give them permission. So that's a theory. Are you trolling, or are you just trying to goad people into, oh, both probably, I don't know. Are you a Muslim? Yeah, you should do it. You should do it on your own. You should just be honest and be like, I like cutting people's heads off. You know, are you a person who likes to lynch or hang people? Just be honest and say you like doing it. Why do you have to have a reason? Own your decisions, for God's sake. Very funny. Very funny. Do you want to tear down that temple by grabbing the pillars and shaking heavily? Just admit you like doing it. Society is built on lies. Yeah, they can't handle that. They just really enjoy doing it. They're in denial. Hey, I like your new smirk character. You always have a smirk on your face now. Yeah, I figured this out. Like, I'll say really disgusting things, and then I'll just keep a smirk on my face, and then I can just be like, hey, I'm being a smart ass, and then that way anything I say, I have like a disclaimer. So it's like a huge disclaimer. Is that kind of a Shane Gillis thing? Was he doing the smirk thing? I don't know. Like, I have to be careful. Like, I steal really fast. Like, I'm very quick to steal stuff. Like, I steal all the time. I mean, holy shit, I steal. don't even know if any of my, see, like these people, they're geniuses. I interact with geniuses on a daily level because a lot of these people, they make their own words up, and every word I've ever used, I just stole from someone else. Whereas these people are geniuses. They come up with their own words and ideas. They aren't thieves like me. So I have to be like kind of careful because I'll start stealing shit like really fast. I'll steal some Mitch Hedberg probably. I'll steal some. Hey, didn't you have a joke? You were gonna do a joke about cursing. Yeah, in the '90s, they weren't allowed to curse. Like NYPD Blue. I was probably in elementary school or middle school when it happened, but they said "damn" on like live TV. And nowadays, you can say whatever the fuck you want. You can say fuck, 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 fuck. George Carlin wouldn't shut the fuck up about how like there were dirty words and stuff. You know, nowadays you can just say whatever the fuck you want, basically. Yeah, it's interesting. So, oh, you had this theory where, like, you know, like, in the old days, you know, you couldn't say bad words. Like, in World War I, you know, they had society, and you couldn't say bad words. You get in a lot of trouble if you said fuck or shit. But you could, you know, the elites would mobilize everybody. They'd stick them in a trench, and they'd say, hey, remember all those times you couldn't say fucking shit? Well, here's a gun. Every time you pull the trigger, you're saying fuck or shit. So, is that a theory? I don't know, maybe. Yeah, because you notice that like the wars these days don't cost as many lives statistically, you know, because people can curse maybe. What about Ukraine and Russia? I don't know, that's the exception to the rule, I guess. I apologize. World War I, how many deaths? World War II, how many deaths? You know, Korea and Vietnam, 60K each. Iraq and Afghanistan, 10K, 20K? Somewhere around there. You're in the ballpark. You don't have the right number, but you're in the ballpark. I mean, now the exception to the rule is Ukraine and Russia. I think that might be 300 or 400, maybe 500K Russian dead. I don't know. Is it 300K? It's like 300K, maybe 500K. I don't know. That's a huge number compared to modern wars. Yes, it is. Russia in the Afghan war lost like 10K. Maybe 20, I don't know, was it 10 or 20? It was small. They lost more, they're losing more in Ukraine than in Afghanistan in the 80s. Interesting. Are they allowed to curse in Russia? I don't know, that's a good question. I'm gonna ask the robot that. Can you curse in Russia? Look, we know we didn't let you guys curse, so get in that trench. There's mud and rats, but guess what? You can say fuck all you want with this trigger right here. Interesting. Do you need to use the light right now, or do you want to try it? I'm going to use the light. I don't want to die. Let me ask the robot really quick. Is that true? So I had this thesis where in the old days, in like World War I and World War II, you couldn't say fucking shit. And then as they liberalized stuff, the wars, the number of people who die in a war has gone down. So like in World War I, they say you can't say fuck or shit. So they would be like, but then they would grab like millions of people, they'd throw them in a trench, and they'd say, hey, you can say fucking shit all you want with this pistol, this trigger right here. And we're same thing with World War II. And then Korea and Vietnam were like 60K each. And then, you know, by the 90s, they had NYPD Blue, and some guy said damn on TV, you know, and then you had like Iraq and Afghanistan, which was like 20K dead at most. And then, but then I thought of an exception, which is like Ukraine and Russia, where like the low ball estimate of Russia is like 300K dead, right? Maybe 500,000. I love asking the robot really ridiculous questions. It's fun. And it takes my question seriously too. You'd think that it wouldn't, because that's clearly an insane person question. What are free speech rules in Russia? Can you say fuck, shit, all that? You just can't say fuck you, Putin, right? If you say fuck you, Putin, you'll get like poisoned, right? But you can say fuck, shit, damn. You know, like you could. I was gonna throw Carlin in there. You know, is Carlin? Then it was NYPD Blue. Did damn. You know, the permissiveness of cursing has increased quite a bit. You can say pretty much anything on YouTube now, as long as you don't like threaten anybody or anything, right? Or say, you know, racial words. You might not be able to use racial words, but you can say fuck, damn, shit all you want. But like, is it unique? Like right now, I don't watch cable. I walk. My mom watches cable. I walk by sometimes, but I don't watch TV. If I do watch TV, I torrent like Game of Thrones, and I haven't really watched any TV in a long time. In the past couple of years, I haven't watched any TV shows for the most part. What is the ABC, CBS, NBC? Do they say fuck? Can they say fuck, damn, shit, or are they pretty much still low level? They don't curse a lot, right? Or can they curse? Because you know, even I guess Mad Men didn't really curse. It's more just like Showtime and HBO can curse, and beyond that, the network TV has stayed basically the same. Hey, you're supposed to charge this thing, man. Why are you not charging your? The whole point of stopping was to charge your flashlight, buddy. You idiot. This thing cannot. You cannot use this flashlight and charge it at the same time, which is kind of stupid. I don't like it when they do that. I had a $80, $100 audio box, like a MP3 box, like a box that you could put. It was a speaker, a Bluetooth speaker. There's the word you're looking for, buddy. Good job. And I ruined it because you could play the music while charging it, but it said don't do that, and I didn't read it, and I ruined I ruined two of them actually. I ruined two of them by charging them while running them, which is fucking stupid as shit. Can you imagine having an MP3 speaker, not being able to use it? Oh, you did this. You took the. You were going to use the light, and instead you're now charging the light. Yeah, because you were going to use it right here. Whatever. I zoned out, man. I'm not the most. I'm a very absent-minded idiot. So whatever. He said he was going to use the light and then charge his GoPro, but then he forgot and he just recharged in the flashlight, and he's not using the flashlight. I'm very absent-minded. I can't help it. I get distracted. I'm a ditzy bimbo who gets plowed. I'm a ditzy bimbo. I'm gonna get plowed. Spread eagle and plowed. I recommend not being a ditzy bimbo. I recommend not being stupid. Hey, there's some trophy wives do pretty well. If I could become a trophy wife. Okay. Very interesting. Hey, look, the mob, they need like assassins, and they need tax accountants and stuff. They're like bimbos for the mob. Okay, I can't see anything. That thing is blinding me. You know, the mob needs like bimbos. You know, most organizations need bimbos who are like, you know, good at like one thing, like sucking dick or like having big tits or something. Like women, they're like women, right? Yeah. Accountants, lawyers. Even the professional sniper is probably just like a bimbo of sniping. You're thinking of like Leon the Professional or something? Yeah, I think that's what I'm thinking of. Well, that's an interesting analogy. I'm gonna use the flashlight. I don't like not having this flashlight on. It's worrying me. Because I'm a ditzy bimbo. I'm scared of like spiders. I get like creeped out by spiders and stuff. So I'm going over that bridge and there's like spiders. I don't like spiders. Ditzy bimbo. Okay, this thing's got, okay, I said I have one light. I think 2 lights means it's like 10 minutes maybe. I don't really know. This light thing is not the most, it's not, I've said this 1,000 times. As a ditzy bimbo, I'm not very good at math. And it's supposed to mean there's like half, but you know, it doesn't mean half. But then again, I'm a ditzy bimbo, so you know, don't take my word for it. Ricky, who are the bimboisty porn stars? Ricky Six. I liked Ricky Six. Who else was there? Oh, how about Madison Ivy? She was kind of bimbo-y. Plasticky. She wasn't very, whatever. I mean, there's talking a bimbo. Kenzie Marie. Oh man, I miss Kenzie Marie was a bimbo. In a positive way though. I was complimenting her. Not a bimbo is a professional class. It's a profession. It's a it takes skill to be a bimbo. You know, you can't eat ice cream and stuff. You can't eat what you want probably. You know, you got to be good at something. You got to practice stuff. If you see someone practicing something, they're probably just a bimbo working for the mob. The accountants, the muscle. Yeah, the muscle's just bimbos too. They gotta dress up. Okay. Did I get bit by something on my arm, or is that a spider? Man, I don't like those spider webs. Can someone like get a mail to go through there and collect all the spider webs? Another spider web on me. How did that one get you? What is it even latching onto? The sign? I don't know. Another one on my face. Where's this shit coming from? It's Goblin Slayer? I know about it. It's got a 2-minute scene or something. I'm a goblin, baby. Are you a professional goblin? I'm a professional goblin. I'm here to rip the clothes off the princess, baby. She wasn't a princess. I think she was a warrior or an adventurer. I don't think she was a princess, buddy. Oh man. I didn't watch the show, okay? I don't know what the story was. I think that's the end of the good part of this. I don't think I'm gonna have any more good ideas, because I thought that was a good little mashup of ideas. But there's nothing. This is gonna be filler for the rest, right? Yeah, probably just filler. The good part is normally the first 30 minutes to hour. Normally you're not gonna have anything good after that. From my experiences, when I pimp myself out, normally he's good for the first hour, then he kind of waddles off into some bullshit or something. He just tries to fill the. He doesn't have as much energy for the fucking after that. Okay, you just want to turn the light on. You want to do what? You want to charge this thing? So turn this off. And then do this. Goblins. Yeah, I mean, it's like, are you an adventurer? I'm here to, whatever. And then you gotta take this. When I got back, I took this thing off, and this wire almost got connected in the spokes, and I was exhausted. I would have had to carry my bike. That would have been a big pain in the ass, because it could have like seized the tire up and stuff. It was pretty bad. I was dead. That was 6 hours of like in the heat. That's why you gotta bike at night, buddy. It's like 10 times easier. You don't have, you need a, I don't need a light once I hit once I'm under this out of this bridge. I shouldn't need a light anymore. Any more jokes? You're just gonna go right across the bridge, right? So that should be 20 minutes. This is like 4 times easier. And whatever the first 2 hours were, okay? I was okay for the first 2 hours, but it was also cooler, I think. And then it became like 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. And I was on stone ground, I was on stone pebbles and stuff. It was pretty bad. There was no internal dialectics going on. It was pure suffering. Aestheticism and aesthetics. Asceticism is purposeful delay of physical. It's like a monk, and then eating rice and beans. You say rice and beans because oh, my dad used that statement all the time. Rice and beans means like the bare minimum of existence. It's symbol. He used salt. He used saltines and soda water. I don't know why you just use water and soda crackers or something. Is that a common statement? Crackers and soda water? Crackers and water? I don't know. It's like I saw this one video on YouTube. There was this guy. He was like a sheriff, and if you got stuck in solitary confinement, he made this one hamburger, and that's all they'd feed you is this one hamburger, and it had everything in it that it needed, and it was supposed to taste like shit. And he had like a big 10-gallon hat, and he was like, "I'll eat it." He took like one bite, and then he put it down. And he was like, "Yeah, I'll eat it." You know, because they were using the hamburger as a form of punishment, basically. Yeah, it was like a but they, you know, they were in solitary confinement. They probably, it was a way of increasing punishment, I guess. I mean, that's Is that the end of your? I don't know. It was just a rice and beans, water and soda crackers or something. I think it was saltines. What's a soda cracker? I don't have a clue. I just imagine like the worst type of food you could eat that'll technically keep you alive. So like, you know, hey, here's your plain food. It's enough to keep you alive. No steak, no chicken. Yeah, and in World War II, chicken was like still a rarity. Meat is a lot less rare these days. What's that? Well, that's sort of a... Hey, I'm just ranting, okay? I don't have... There's no joke here. I'm just... That guy's missing one of his brake lights, or one of his... There's driving lights and there's brake lights. It's a driving light, I believe. Snitch. You're a snitch. I'm a snitch. There's another car coming, buddy. What time is it? Like 4? I feel bad. They're really giving me way too much room. I was like 20 feet in the grass, and that guy still went into the other lane. Whatever. Probably thinks I'm drunk or something. I don't know. I am drunk. I get alcohol from heaven. That's a good one. There's manna from heaven. There's alcohol from heaven. Are you tired of being not drunk? You can get alcohol from heaven. That's a good one. Think they do that one? I don't know, maybe. I mean, to be fair, you can get gout. If all you eat is like really expensive foods, you'll get gout. So like ideally you're supposed to eat like a balanced meal, but if you eat nothing but like ice cream and like meat and some other shit and cream and stuff, you'll get gout, which is like, it's painful. It's supposed to be painful, I think. I don't know, it's like your toe. I have to look up what gout is. How do you get gout? I'm gonna ask the robot real quick. Let me see what gout is. It's like your toe. So you want to do rice and beans, and then you want to do like a steak. I don't know. How hard is it to get gout? Can you still get gout? It's like from eating too much cream. Would you get it from me like eating ice cream and nothing but ice cream and steak and meat? Or if you got it today, what would you get it from eating? Is this related to asceticism and aesthetics? I hope so. I hope I can pull this together. It's hard to create theses. If you're good at internal dialectics, you can do it. A good way of getting some, like for someone like me, you just put me in heat, and I can't do internal dialectics. Just put me in a sauna. Hey, doesn't like Tucker Carlson give himself like a sauna with a hat? It looks like a dunce hat, but it's actually like a heat hat. Did you know that if you take a sauna, you can't think? Maybe that's why, maybe he likes it. He's like, I like to not think for like 30 minutes. I just go into a sauna. I don't know, I can't stand the heat. I hate heat. That's a good trick. If you're ever like, I can't stop thinking, just get yourself one of them saunas, and one of them, it's a dunce hat. It's like, it's a foil dunce hat, right? And it heats your head up, and then you can't think. He's actually a genius. I bet he sits around doing internal dialectics, and he's like, hey, I'm tired of doing this. I'm gonna go into the sauna and not think for an hour. Okay. Is it really like a dunce hat? I think it is like a dunce hat. Hey, look, I have no problem with dunce hats. I support dunce hats. If you go look into what dunce hats actually are, he was like a philosopher, and then he thought by wearing this hat he would get smarter, and then everyone turned it into like a negative word, but it originally was like a popular movement. It's kind of stupid how it works. Do you want to stop and read this? What are you gonna do? Man. Let me see what this says. What do you say, Mr. Robot? Uric acid in the blood. So it's, okay, where does that come from? Red meat. Organ meats. Liver, kidney, sweetbreads. Some seafood, beer, liquor, sugary drinks, and foods. High in fructose. Really, soda. Okay. Milk, yogurt, cheese. Okay, that does not increase. Okay, whatever. Hey, Tucker Carlson supposedly has like a sauna, and he wears a hat, and it's supposed to heat his head up. And one of my theories is when I'm really hot, I can't think that well. But when I'm like cold, I can think better. Does it look like a dunce hat, and does it heat his head up? And also, is it like a purposeful tactic of not thinking is to get yourself really hot and put yourself in a sauna with a thing around your head so you can't think? So I'm right. But it says that his felt, it's a felt? What is it, felt? Thick felted wool. So I thought it was going to make his head hotter. Whatever. I'm sticking with my theory. Whatever. The robot has its theory. I have my theory. Okie dokie. Eggs and bacon. Is this thing's still, your flashlight is plugged in, and your GoPro will last like an hour and a half without a battery, I think. So you should be okay on the battery part. Cool trick for getting people to act stupid. Just make them really hot. Well, that's more for like as a Northern European. You know, I don't know. Mexicans are probably. Do Mexicans get smarter in the heat? Maybe Mexicans get smarter, and like Nordic people get stupider. I don't know. That's a theory. I think that's the last one now. I just came up with that Tugger one. I didn't have that one planned. But it, you know, just it spouted the brain. Because I got hot today. I couldn't even think. I was just like mumbling to myself. 2 hours of that bike ride are just me not really saying anything and mumbling probably. But I'm in the cool, so I can think. I'm like a CPU processor. I require a cool thinking area. I need like better. Hey, remember at the end I made it to that tennis place? I took that shirt off and I dipped it in like medium cold. It was hot. It was, in terms of cold to hot, let's say hot is 10 and 1 is freezing cold water. This water was like a 3, so it was 4 it being, well no, it's like a it was like a, ah man, it was colder than tap water, but it was not cold. That's the word you should have used. And I wrapped that, I drenched that long sleeve shirt in water, and then I wrapped it around my neck. That felt really good for like 2 minutes. And then I put it back on. It was just a hot, it's a heavy shirt with water on it. I only had like 5 or 7 minutes left to get back after that, so. Yeah, that's a great story. Good job. I am amazed. I mean, seriously, you had to sit down. I was having to go like a football field or 2. I go like 2 football fields and I'd take a break. It was pretty nasty. I'd bike for 30 seconds and my I could feel my body getting hot, and I would be like, I gotta stop. Your hand was shaking. There was that one part where your hand was shaking a little bit. Just a little bit. But the only reason I thought of that was because I watched this like Beard Meets Food, and he ate a whole fucking it's a chocolate powder. It's like fingers, and it's got like cappuccino in it. It's a dessert. It's like 5 pounds of it, and his hand was like really shaking. He was like 2 to 3 inches of shaking. Mine was like a 1/4 of an inch of shaking. Compared to his, I wasn't shaking that much. So, but whatever. That's why I was in my head, I think. So I watched that yesterday, I think. It's a really boring story. Whatever. His was from having too much sugar and too much caffeine. Mine was from, I ate grits for breakfast, and I was dehydrated, and I was, I probably didn't have enough electrolytes in me, and, you know, it was humid and hot, and I was a little fucked up. I couldn't think. I go 2 football fields, and I have to take a break. Well, that's a fascinating story. Oh, that's a skunk, isn't it? Oh man, he could have sprayed you. You gotta be careful, man. How far can a skunk spray? 20, 30 feet? God damn. Imagine if you got skunk sprayed. Is it like acid in your eyes? Or is it just the smell? Or is it also like that thing from Jurassic Park where if it gets in your eyes, you're like acid? I don't know. I'm not a skunk expert. I'm imagining that happening to me, and I'm like, there was a chance just now that could have happened, because I was like 20 feet from it, and it looked startled. It was scared of me. And isn't that one of their like responses? Is like when they get startled, they fart all over you or something? I don't know. I was biking and there was a skunk in the grass, and I was like 20 feet from it, and I think I startled it, and I was like, how hard is it to get a skunk to spray you? Because I was like imagining it spraying me, but I was like 20 feet. It was like 10 feet into the grass, and I was like 5 feet from the road, and it was in the grass, and it kind of looked startled when it saw me. You're asking, yeah, robots know everything. Like, I don't know anything about skunks. I'd have to read a book about skunks to look like a skunk expert. What do you got here? And then went to YouTube for some reason. Is it like acid? Is it like that thing from Jurassic Park? If it gets in your eyes, you're like not gonna see? Or is it just like a really bad smell? And it's how bad of a smell is it? And like, because I've never been hit by a skunk, but is it like ruining? Does it ruin your clothes, or how bad is it? You're boring me. Well, that was something, I guess. Was that even a skunk? I don't know. I think it was. It had a white. It was black and it had white in it, right? I don't know. I was pretty zoned out. Now what? Well, I mean, the first hour or two of this morning were not bad. You had that was the first time you've ever had the concept of a neural. Is it a neural net or no? It's a what is it? It's a what's that thing? The synapses journal. I don't think people would do that. It's a little too open. It's a little too open. It takes a lot of open. It'd be you know, because you'd be showing your synapses on that one pretty hard. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. You become very hackable if someone knew your synapses. I'm scared of spiders. I'm scared of skunks. I don't like heat. What else? Oh, that's pretty common stuff. Do you think they ever did that? Do you think they ever, like, you know, I know they took Coda, they put fat on them, and they put dogs on them. Do you think they got like a skunk in there, or they put like spiders, and that's maybe they put them in heat? I don't know. Heat would not be That'd be pretty uncomfortable. They do that at the heat box. That was in like Jean-Claude Van Damme. It's that one where he's like a French legionary. He gets stuck in a box or something. They do that all the time. That's in Cool Hand Luke. Yeah, heat punishment is not that they used to do that. Here's a bucket and some water to take a shit in, and here's an outhouse you're gonna stay in for like 24 hours or something. It's like solitary confinement. They'll give you a hamburger that has all the food in it that you need to live. It's like very unpleasant, but it's edible technically. Rice and beans, baby. Imposed asceticism. Imposed asceticism versus chosen asceticism. There is a difference. I like it when you get to choose your asceticism, whereas some people like to force asceticism on people. Is that a common term? Forced asceticism? Asceticism is monk clothes and rice and beans. Aesthetics is like a model or a Lamborghini or a MiG-29 kind of, or the way I imagine a MiG-29, even though it's not technically as beautiful as I remember it. Whatever. The SU something. That SU one looks better than the MiG-29 actually. There is an SU. The double pilot. Is it two side-by-side pilots on the one SU? Whatever you say, buddy. Yeah, that French legionary shit was bad. Jean-Claude Van Damme. Thought I heard a car. Which one is that? Oh, Lionheart. You're thinking of Lionheart. Yeah, it was Stu Joe Lionheart. Such a sad story. His bookie gambled against him. Whatever you say, buddy. She had short hair. The one lady had short hair. That's where Dana went. Did he? The movie Lionheart, Dana White. That's your idea. There aren't a lot of kids in UFC, right? Well, not in the way like, not John Piper. You were doing that. You were searching about De Silva. I had an NCO who was like he was a 5 foot, you know, medium-sized short person. Oh, and he was like trying to teach this other guy. He was like, you know, because De Silva was famous for being a pretty good fighter. And he was also, he kept in a match. I don't know, was that 2013 or when was that? Where he kept in the match? I think it was 2013. He stayed in a match till their last round, and he was supposed to lose, but he snuck a submission in there. But and he broke his leg in one fight too. That's what he's famous for, breaking his leg. So that one movie, don't do kicks, I guess. Well, he was hitting his knee or shin or something. It was not like a Jean-Claude Van Damme, but it was more of a knee kick. But whatever, same thing. There's a lot of cars coming. You're not going to be able to make this. Sure you don't want to just go back over to the Singing River? $422. What time is it? 4:22. No cars coming. Ah, I'm dead. It doesn't matter anyway. Not have a Mexican superhero? There's got to be one. I don't know. Seems like a good audience. Well, maybe Mexicans don't read comic books. You ever think of that? I don't know. I think your backlight is not working. Oh, it is. Hey, ma'am. That's not good. You want to charge that thing up? It's gone. Charge these wheel lights up a little bit for like 10 minutes, 20 minutes. I didn't do the backlights. Oopsie. I need to make a charging station where I put my my bike. Because I have to take them off. You still have to take them off because it connects to the back of the spoke. You would have to take them off still. Whatever. Tell me more, dude. Oh, you're too high of a gear. Mexican superhero? I don't know. I think you just didn't turn it on? Did I just not turn it on? I have no clue, man. I wasn't paying that close of attention. Oh, you can't even charge this one. It uses the old USB. It doesn't use USB-C. Hey, those USB cables you bought are not the USB-C. I thought they were USB-C. They don't have a thing in the center. Nothing still on? Yep. Yeah, don't ever go in the middle of the day ever again on me, unless it's like 2 hours. 6 hours is you're gonna kill me. So I bought these like 2 USB cables, and I thought they were C's, but they don't have a thing. They're the same size as a C, the end connector, but it's not like a oval. It's more just like a piece at the end, like one solid piece, not like a, you know, the USB-C, it has a thing for it's like an oval with a indentation in the center. It looks like the same size as a USB-C, but it's just one solid connector with no indentation in the middle. It's I'm biking right now. It's I don't know, I thought they were $10 cables, and I bought them because they were $2 and they were on sale in the clearance aisle. And they kind of look like USB-Cs, but there's just one solid chunk. I think you described it incorrectly. Yeah, it's like a chip. It's like the center part. I don't know. So a USB-C has a, on my phone, it's a circle that goes over a chip, kind of. Now the one that I bought, it was like a chip that goes into something. So you're saying it's like a USB lightning wire, or because it has no oval, it's just like a chip. Well, that's so I got 2 cables that are useless. I spent $4 on them. I thought they were USB-C. You should have read it carefully. I was excited too. I need those. I need some extra USB-C cables. Oh yeah, that other joke too. Yeah, that one's funny. You've been doing too many whore jokes, right? Yeah, I do whore jokes all the time. 'Cause I like whore jokes. Plowing the fields. Professionalism. Bimbos. Interesting. Oh, you're gonna do like a Mary Magdalene joke? No, I was gonna do a joke about, like, was it just an editor? It was just editing. You know, there's like 1,000 stories. A lot dirtier probably than a lot of dirty stories got edited out. The editors are good at that. They take all the fucks and shits out. If you take all the fucks and shits out, the people get all angry, and then you can put them in a trench, and then you can Huh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hey, did you get an answer for that, what is the rules for like cursing on live TV now? Yeah, in the old days, Janet Jackson showed her titty. That's a big deal. It's a big deal if she like showed her titty or something. She wasn't even that good looking, right? To be fair, not really, but whatever. Oh, Justin Timberlake, you indecent exposure. What was this about again? Oh, and then I guess internet porn wasn't around as much. Right? Now it's just like everything's out there now. Society became pretty degenerate. You think Janet Jackson and Justin Timberlake was degenerate? You should see what they do now. So where are you going? I guess I'm just gonna go back. You want to make a pizza for me? You made bratwurst. I made bratwurst and I had like 3 of them. The buns were like in the fridge for like a week. They were still edible. They're okay. They weren't bad. They weren't good. They were edible. Took like 30 minutes to cook. And then I took the water and I put it in a bowl because I was like, I don't want to put grease down the drain because I think that's bad for the drains. Oh, you didn't even get the answer to this, did you? I didn't even read it, actually. I asked a question. I didn't even get. I'm like an average boss. I give tasks out and I don't even like look at them. That's what ChatGPT is gonna do. It's gonna be like, hey, hey, write me 5 papers. I'm not even gonna read them. Damn, common, hell, common, ass, often allowed, depending on context. Shit, occasionally allowed. Expressed later at night or particularly. Yeah, I mean, society is about holding stuff together. You know, you're supposed to hold stuff in, right? No cursing, please. No showing Janet Jackson's nipple. Oh, there was a YouTube guy. He was like a lawyer, and he was that little short. He was like, "What are public pissing rules?" So he was on a highway or a county road, and he said, "Am I legally allowed to pull off on the side of the street and take a piss?" Like a county road, right? Like a grass. I'm assuming it was like grass area. And he was explaining there's 2 rules. There's indecent exposure, which is taking gratification from exposing yourself. And then the second one was oh, what is that? That's disorderly conduct or disorderly. It's about like societal disorderness. I didn't know that. I thought that it was just illegal. I mean, I would assume it'd just be. But whatever, you know, it's like flashing with a trench coat, and that's an interesting fetish. I walk around with a trench coat and I flash my junk. I take great pleasure in showing my genitals to people that do not want to see them. Yeah, that's called public indecency, or that's a indecent exposure. And then the other one is disorderly conduct or something. I don't know what that means, but yeah. Disturbing the peace, maybe? I think it was that, yeah. Did he go off into the woods or did he do it by his car? I think he said he did it by his car, but he was on like a county highway. I don't know, that was the way the question was phrased. You say so. Was he bald? I think he was like bald. He reminds me of that Cajun guy for some reason. The guy from Bill Clinton's Cajun guy. But he was not that guy, right? Nah, he wasn't. He was thick. He was thicker. He was that guy's skinny. Whatever. You gonna start biking again? Well, that was a very that story didn't go anywhere. Trench coats. Indecent exposure. Public disorderly conduct. In a county road, if you take a piss on a county road. I don't know. It's a good question. It's supposed to pee in a bottle, I guess. I mean, I've seen piss bottles before. I mean, I've used piss bottles. One time I was on vacation as a kid and I had to pee, and it was like, I think it was like Tennessee, or it was coming back, and I got out of the car. They stopped and I got out of the car and I didn't wear shoes and I stepped in like glass. It was either fire ants or glass. Because my feet were like fucked up kind of. So I had to go pee, and I peed in the woods or something. Is that a good story? Nah, not really, but it's on a way back from a vacation. Was it sunlight, or was it? Must have been sunlight. I don't know, or maybe it was on the way up there. I don't even know. So always wear your shoes when you go outside. It's either broken glass or a fire ant colony. I don't know, one of the two. That's a good piece of advice. Not really, but whatever. It's a true story. True story. No one cares about true stories. They're not that important. Did you know 99.9999999% of stories really don't matter? Thanks. Huh. Do you think it was glass, or it might have been glass? It might have been fire ants. I don't actually know. It was pretty fine glass if it was glass, but I think fire ants. I think it was fire ants. It was like itchy and bad, but it was a long time ago too, so I don't know. I might be wrong. Was it daylight or nighttime? I thought it was daytime, but you know, that doesn't make any sense then, because it would have been going up. It might have been in the middle state then, or maybe it was going to Nashville. I don't know. Good question. Maybe it's a fake memory, like the. It's a fake memory. Yeah, probably fake memory. Yeah, probably. In the future, I'll have a video camera of all memories. And I'll know which ones are fake until you get hacked, and then you'll get hacked, and then you'll get like double. You'll have to do double implants of memories. You know, because you have to hack them twice. You have to hack their video recordings, and you have to hack their brain. There's two ways of hacking. And these days, you can easily hack someone just one way, if you say so. Hey, they cleaned that up nice. Kind of. Doesn't have anything in it. It's just clean because there's nothing in there. Well, that cleanliness is empty. The cleaner something is, oftentimes it is emptier. Maybe. What is this thing doing? Is there anything they can even unlock? Hair salon. There's a hair salon, I think. Hair salon. Or is he just taking a break? Oh, no clue. I mean, I don't really need to do a fruit walk, but I mean, you know, if he did, he would ruin it. You'd ruin it, buddy. Better be glad I don't really care right now. You want to do one anyway? Just do one anyway now. Yeah, he's got me all pissy. I'm gonna do one. You're not gonna stop me from doing it. With your loud truck noise. Southern pipes. Oh, he's going in there. I'm not gonna do this. What time is it, like 5? Probably like 5, right? 4:42. Okay. You want to play some Stellaris? You haven't played it in all. The music was on all last night. You had the audio at like 10 or 20%, and the whole night you were sleeping, the whole time you were sleeping after that ride, there was like Stellaris music. It's kind of annoying. Huh. Interesting. Was it space noises? I don't remember. I don't even know how to describe it. When was the last time you played that? 3-4 days ago, maybe? I don't know. It's you're sending your fleet north to go after the Terrans? I don't remember. I haven't played it in so long. It's like I was gonna go over the Terran. I gotta heal that fleet. I think it's gotta go to a place where it can heal. Maybe. I don't remember exactly. I was looking around. I was like, do I need there's the umbilical cords give a discount on fleet docking, and then you have to have a shipyard to heal it though, right? I think so. There's two different stats. Umbilicals give discount for fleet docking, which means because ships have maintenance, and then the dockyard, you still have to have a dockyard or a thing to heal it, like a shipyard, because it takes shipyard. If you say so. So I was looking at my place. I was like, oh, I've only got 3 places I can heal, or 4, maybe 4, 3 to 4, 3 shipyards, because all my shipyards have umbilicals. But I don't have any like. I have some umbilical cords around from the old days that I haven't replaced. I maybe have 2 or 3 of those. Of the 25 dockyards, I have like 3 plus 3. I have like 6 with umbilicals, probably, maybe 7, you know. And then, but only 3 of them can heal. So I'm gonna have to go to one of those that can heal, which is the 3 big shipyards. And I'm gonna get rid of all the other umbilicals, right? I guess. I don't. Maybe keep some umbilicals on the front line. Maybe you could keep an umbilical on the front line, because you have like some that you're building big shipyards, or not big dockyard, big space. The big what are they called? They're called oh, what are they called? Gauntlets, or oh, fuck it, citadel. You're building citadels on your front lines, because you have the extra alloys, because you're doing a K of, you're doing like 1 to 1.5 alloys a turn, and a citadel costs like 4, I think, 3 or 4. And you're trying to just build up the borders a little bit before you go to war. And then I'll put like mini fleets. I'll put a mini fleets on the borders with a citadel, because the citadel is like 4K. And then I can, and then I'll have my 2 or 3 fleets go in and zoom. The Terrans. You're gonna go to war with the Terrans, I guess. Yeah, the Terrans. Bye Terrans. Because they're small. They're not that. They're only like, from what I can see, like 6 planetary areas. The other ones are, you know, they're shaped well for me to eat. They fit well within my empire based on where they occupy space. I will plow their fields. Was there something like you've been doing this joke, I don't know if you've done it, is it professional idiot? You know, so a lot of people are idiots. I'm a professional idiot. Oh, there's more cars coming, you dumbass. Ooh, I didn't see those coming for some reason. I was zoned out. Oh, let's see. I can make this. I'm gonna make this? Okay. Professional idiots. A lot of people are idiots, but to be a professional idiot takes training. Not anybody can be a professional. It takes a certain skill, a lot of dedication and training. It's a form of like bimboism. Mm-hmm. Plow the fields, till the fields, whatever. So you're gonna go, hey, you got all your things on your flashlight. It's 4 bars. It only takes like 20 minutes, 30 minutes to charge that thing, do you think? That's a good question. In the future, when I don't have to keep up with it, the robot will keep up with it, then someone will know, because I'm not going to get a stopwatch. I'm lazy. I think I'm going to get a stopwatch and like, still on the speed charging work versus normal charge? Do you really care? Yeah, I mean it's a question. Sometimes some of my batteries and cords can't fast charge, and some of them can. Is that really that interesting? Yeah, it's like, what's the difference? How do I know if a cable USB-C is like a data cable? Because I guess I would like to have a data cable too. I need to know which ones of mine are data cables. I need to put like little things on them so that I know which ones are data cables and which ones are USB-C, which ones can speed charge. I forgot to turn that red light back on. The back one. Yeah, you need to. You could bring that other. You could bring your other battery pack, and then you could use it because you need to bring another cable. I don't know. You normally just charge your backlight though, right? I threw everything. I got done at like 2, and I just threw everything on the table in the garage, and I just went 8. And I took a bath. I was dead. I didn't feel like doing anything. I took ice, put it in the bathtub, and then I was like, it cooled me. I mean, for a while, I think I kept it cool for a while. And then I took a medium shower. And I came out of the shower and I was kind of hot still. I should have stayed in the ice part a little longer. The best things are probably those. They come from like if you ship someone cheese or meat, and they have like the freezer pack with it. You have like 2 of those in the freezer, right? And I used one of those. I just threw it in the bathtub. It stayed cold the longest, I think. So compared to the 2 bucket, you took like 2 cups of ice, and then you threw them in there. You could have put more ice. Whatever. It wasn't really that cold. It was like a little bit chilly. And then you stayed in there, and then you took a medium shower, which negated the whole ice part. And then I ate some muffins and some water, and I drank some Dr. Thunder, and then I went to sleep till like 10 or 9. And then I ate some more muffins. And then what did I do? Oh, I don't even know. You didn't start this till 2 or 3, right? So what did you do for like 2-3 hours? Oh shit, what did I do? Ooh. What did I do? You charged some of your cables. You took like 30 minutes, or you went outside, you charged some cables, you ate those muffins. You sure you didn't get up at like 1? Oh, I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. You didn't play Store. You didn't. Did you watch a YouTube video? Maybe. What did I watch? Oh, I don't know. That lawyer guy was like a day or two ago. You watched, I don't know. That's a good question. Oh, you put all those videos, you got your GoPro and you had a 19 gig file that you're making right now. You put it into whatever that program is that combines them, and you put that in there so that because you didn't want to wait. You should have started uploading it, but you didn't because you didn't want to, and then you unload. Oh, you did 2 videos. You did the 2 you zoned out. You're zoned out right now. They fix this thing yet? Nope. You're in normie time now. There's cars. You need to be more careful. Yeah, you made 2 videos. That was like 10 minutes each, maybe. Then you uploaded those. And then I don't know. I think that's all you did. Drink some more Dr. Thunder. And then drink some water. I ate some muffins. I ate 2 muffins. And then did I eat something else? Did I have some ice cream? I had ice cream at some point. That was before you went to bed, I think. Or was it after? Did I have ice cream? Did I have ice cream twice or did I have it once? Oh, I don't know. Maybe just once? How's the guy who works at like a Planet Fitness, is it? Is he? I don't think so. Never mind. Whatever. Change the. What did you got up at? Did you get up at 10 or 11? Or did you get up at 1? I don't know, man. I'm zoned out. You didn't. Oh, you cooked those bratwursts. That took like 30 minutes or an hour. That took at least 30 minutes. Probably 45. Because you browned them. You had to empty the thing. That's like 30 or 40 minutes. Yeah, so that's what you ate. You ate bratwurst. Yeah, had 3 bratwursts. Very fascinating story. I know the most fascinating stories in the entire world. I do. Who wants to hear about eating 3 bratwursts? This is the future of YouTube content. A lot of people don't realize this. In the old days, people would sneak onto Disneyland with Disneyland's permission. They're getting paid by Disneyland. In the future, people will talk about eating bratwurst they bought from Walmart that they stuck in their freezer. I got 2 packs of them, 5. I paid $2.99, $2.50 or $2.99. And then I had the hot dog buns. And then I left them in there for like a week. And then I cooked them. I put them in the fridge for 24 hours. For maybe 12. Maybe 24. And then I put like a ½ inch of water in a pan, and then I put them all in there. When I first stuck them in there, one of them would not touch the bottom of the pan because they were frozen. And then I came back, I put it on low or medium, low to medium, and I came back, 10 minutes later, and I could move it so they all fit on the bottom of the pan. That is amazing content, dude. Tell me more. And then I kind of put them on, it was like 55 after when I looked at the time. And then, but I put them on like 5 minutes earlier, and it was like 15 or 25 after. 15 to 25 after the hour when I came back, because I didn't put an alarm on my watch. I was doing like a video in the garage or something. Maybe. I don't know the time. I don't know the time, the chronological order there. It's a very fascinating story. Well, I tell the most fascinating stories. I have the the best stories in the entire universe. Mm-hmm. They were okay. They weren't the best. They weren't the worst. They were like Walmart brand. They were bratwurst. They were worth the money. The buns I got were old. And they'd have been in the fridge for like a week and they're kind of wet. I should have toasted them or something. The bratwurst were decent. The buns were kind of crappy. They were great value buns, but like, you know, I'd left them in the fridge for a week, so I don't really hold that against them. So that's fascinating, I guess. Someone's got to tell these type of stories. Like, there's not enough very, 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 you know, there's too much polish. Way too much polish in this world now. You want to drink some water for me, buddy? Is this thing still on? Yep. The red light's on. Do 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 do. Any other? I guess that's it for now. I mean, you gonna go all the way up to Cox Creek? Yes. Yeah, you're gonna drink some water for me, right? Yes, I am. I'm my own pimp. Okay. Some people need a pimp. I got my own pimp. My pimp loves me. Yes, I do. I'm your pimp, and I love you. I'm both the whore and the pimp at the same time. There's nothing more dangerous in the world than a person who is both a whore and a pimp at the same time. Really? I mean, maybe. Some people don't like whore pimps. Some people like it when a person's a whore. Some people like pimps. I think you recycle your own content a lot too. I do, but like that's just human nature, right? Did you know most human thoughts are just like stuff you've already thought before? It's called choruses. I blame the music industry. I think they did it. It's like choruses. A chorus is like, you know, 3 of the same choruses in a song. The human life is nothing more than thousands of repeats of choruses. Millions, maybe. Interesting. You stole that from a book, by the way. Yes, I did. Choruses. But I added the millions of times. It could be billions. It could be, I don't think it'd be billions. It'd probably be thousands, maybe millions. At most million. It wouldn't be a million. Thousands. Tens of thousands, maybe. A chorus is a song that allows the brain to it's like a work hymn, like the old slave work hymns. Now you're stealing from Blazing Saddles, right? Yeah, I'm stealing the Blazing Saddles part where it's like, give me an old work hymn. Yeah, you're just stealing that, right? Yeah. Thief. Well, it's not my fault. It's not my fault I can't come up with new ideas. I try my best. Give me an old work hymn. What's the oh, you're trying to do the one in the smartass one. Some people get a kick from cocaine. Yeah, don't do that. That's not gonna fit. What else? This is like 10 times. This is like 5 times better than biking in the day. Well, the first 2 hours were not bad. I don't think it was when you hit that stone area that you were like, fuck this shit. When you got lost down that one road, that was when it was like, I'm in trouble, aren't I? I started thinking I was in trouble. I was in a rural area that I don't know, and I'm a little exhausted. Normally, at least if I'm in a city, I'm like, you know, if I fall over, I know I can, there's like thousands of people around, right? Yeah, but this is like a resident, an area that like 10 people go by a day. If that many, maybe. Huh. Yeah, that was a weird feeling. Yeah, because you were at a, I was at a, on a scale of 1 to 10, my power level was a 3 of capabilities. I could not have run very far. Yeah, it would have been a pretty bad power level, but yeah, it's not. So I'm not going out there ever again. Next, any other ideas? Did you finish reading that thing about cursing on the channels? The channels that. What percentage of TV traffic is NBC, ABC, and CBS? Like, in the old days, it was like 80–90%. Now it's like 10 to 20%, maybe. If you say so. NYPD Blue uses the damn word. Or shit. It was shit or damn. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention, but whatever. That was a tough case. Damn it. So I don't know what the context was. I didn't watch it. Now you can just say anything, so that's good. Is that backlight still working? Or is the battery out? I don't fucking know. It's out. It's not. You don't have battery for it. True that. You want to go through like Hickory Hills then? Get out of here? I guess so. What do you want? And then you have to charge everything again. You charge those wheel lights and you didn't charge the backlight. That's stupid. And that thing takes a what, micro USB or something? Yeah, it doesn't take USB-C. I have USB-C, but I don't have micro. You'd have to bring another wire. You can bring another wire? No, maybe. It would be like, you could do another battery. You have that small battery, it weighs like 4 or 5 ounces. And a wire would be another ½ ounce. Or you just charge them. Well, I was exhausted, okay? I didn't even want, I was like, I'm just gonna throw it on the table. I mean, you normally do that actually, even when you're not that tired. I normally just throw it on the table, and then I'm like, I have to, did something bite me? Like, and then I just like, I come out like an hour before. It normally delays me actually. Because ideally you would just do it as soon as you got back, and then it would be overcharged if anything. But normally you just charge it for like an hour before you go, which is, you know, it's not the best practice, but it's like whatever. Pimpin' ain't easy, baby. Pimpin' ain't easy, baby. Do 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 do. Dee da do da dee. Did you sunburn your nose? I thought I sunburned my nose there for a second. I thought I felt some cracking. I don't feel any cracking. You're running out of content. You need to do some content here. Hickory hills. Hills that are hickory. Hickory is like a cook barbecue with. Is that content? Yes, that's content. Is the park open yet? Nope. It's gonna be like another 30 minutes. You're not gonna make it to Walmart. You'd have to wait an hour. Do you wanna go? Do you wanna go? You just want to go back because you don't have your backlight is not on. That's I guess that's the right answer. The correct answer is the reason people need pimps is pimps are there to like, hey, you don't need a condom. Don't be a square lady. Is that why pimps exist? I don't know. Maybe. As your pimp, I'm saying you don't need a condom. What do you think you are, a special snowflake? Look, half the whores have AIDS by now. Come on, lady. You don't need a condom. That is the pimp's job, isn't it? Imagine, I mean, like, what is the story? Well, I mean, the ultra marathon bikers, they do it all at night. But the, I mean, if you're like homeless, I would not walk around in the middle of the day because I about died doing that. That was painful. I would sleep in the middle of the day. Find a shade area. Because I don't know how you put up with that shit. YouTube gave me a lady sleeping in a Camry in a Walmart, and she got the knock. The knock is where you're in a Walmart parking lot and you get knocked on by their security and they're like, get the fuck out. She was sleeping in a Camry. So YouTube thinks I'm gonna be sleeping in a Camry, I guess. So that's cool. What percentage of people? There's gonna be like a new Great Depression. There's gonna be a lot of migrant workers. 20-30% unemployment, 50%. AI is going to take all the jobs, and then it's going to be pretty ugly. I'm going to be very blunt with you. This is going to get really, really, really fucking ugly. They're preparing people. They're trying to say, hey, we're going to sleep in a car, micro homes. This is going to get ugly, buddy. That's what YouTube's telling me. Or, what was it? Maybe it's because, oh, she was looking at discounted bakery items at Walmart. Maybe it's because the term discount bakery item is in my transcripts. I do have a fetish for Walmart discount bakery items. Not a sexual fetish, but like a fetish. Just I like it. I enjoy getting a good deal on day-old bakery goods. You think that's why they give it to you? I don't know. Or do you think they've already lumped me into a group? I'm gonna be the migrant Camry sleeping person probably. And YouTube knows me better than I know myself. It's a terrifying idea. Everyone thought it was gonna be feudalism. It's gonna be AI feudalism. The humans will be the feudal serfs. The AI will be the feudal lord. Or it'll be human feudal lords with AI managers. Yeah, something like that. That could work. Because they'll have cameras everywhere. They'll know everything. They have flock cameras. They have, they've integrated it all together probably pretty well. These people are fucked. They're all gonna get spread out, spread eagle. And they're gonna get, they're gonna get plowed. These people are gonna get plowed so hard. Fertile lands to plow. You say so, buddy. You want to upload this one before you upload that 19? That 19 gig one was shit. Because it was mostly just complaining. Well, the first 2 hours were good. This one's actually better in terms of content. But you think the robot is just going to say that back to you, though? It repeats whatever you say back to it. It's mimicry. It's just like Eliza. It might just be Eliza. A more complex version of Eliza. When people realize, people will look at like these generations of ChatGPT and they're like, this is like Eliza. In-depth analysis of like, what am I deriving all my ideas from? I want to, where is he getting his ideas from? I want you to guess where, like, that would be a very useful skill for an AI to, like, what is this character derived from? What is he a derivative of? What did he likely steal from? What did he likely, these humans don't come up with ideas themselves, they're mostly just derivative, including me. I'm not really actually creating a new idea. I've said this millions of times. I'm merely a derivative. The AI will have to get better at that, I think. In the early days, it was the idea of putting people in boxes. Putting them into ideas like, you're a big rancher type, or you're a intellectual nerd from a college. You're a independent black person who wears black people clothes, or you're a hip-hop lover, or a country person with a hat, country hat. In the future, the AI will ask, what is the derivative of this character? They'll eventually put hereditary into it. Hereditary? The study of genes and who married who and who fucked who. What land got plowed by who? Who plowed what land? What seeds were spread? What seeds mingled and didn't mingle? And they'll put heredity, and they'll put influences, what it's interacted with. It'll have a detailed database. Yeah, and then it'll have a very good framework completely and utterly modeling what's mundane of all the creatures. Is that your rant? I guess. No. I'm just trying to make content here. I apologize. Was better than the bratwurst stuff, at least. Yeah. I'll say that. That's true. Lay the legs wide open, spread eagle, baby. Prepare to be plowed and seeded by the coming robot cock. I don't know. It could be robot. It could be feudal cock. It could be robot cock. I don't know. Yeah, is that it? I think that's about it, buddy. I'll have some bratwurst. I'll probably drink some water. I need to buy a Gatorade powder bat thing with a big $12, $13 thing of Gatorade powder. Stop drinking that Coke. Well, Dr. Thunder is like $1, a 2-liter. That's a pretty good deal. It's pretty good tasting too. It's better tasting than I think I like it better than Coke.